Welcome back, everybody. It's your two favorite boys from the podcast from Saturdays to Sundays. I'm Kale,
I'm Cam.
and today we've been gone for a week, but we had some things going on. Life gets away from us. You guys know how it
It
goes.
does. It happens.
But we're back to our regularly scheduled rankings, and it's NFL rankings. It's going to be O-line rankings, and I can't wait. Little caveat to this though, their O-line was kind of hard. There's not really a lot out there to like detail about it as much as you guys would think, or maybe I just didn't try hard enough. But like I was on multiple websites, like trying to get all this detail. So hopefully it's good. And again, my list. But first, we're gonna play a game, and the specific game is Would You Rather. Are you ready, Cam?
I'm ready.
All right. Where did it go? All right. So since we're talking about O linemen, we're gonna talk about Would You Rather O linemen. So would you rather have Penei Sewell or Tristan Wirfs?
Penei Sewell.
Yeah,
I'm biased though.
yeah, Oregon. I mean, me too, dude. Me too. Me too.
But he's also just an athlete.
Yeah, dude. Would you rather have Lane Johnson or Trent Williams? Both
Oh,
physical specimens.
I know. I'm gonna go with Trent Williams just because of the attitude factor.
Honest,
The first thing I pictured was him punching Richard Sherman. I
that's
feel like that's just the dude you want protecting you.
that's just the big ape that you want. Yeah,
Yeah. So
dude.
I'm going from a quarterback perspective. Like if I'm the quarterback,
I got you. I got you for
I
sure.
want I want Trent Williams.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm picking Trent too. Um, all right, so the next one, would you rather have Quentin Nelson or Tyler Smith? That's kind of an odd.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of an odd compare. I'm gonna go with Quentin Nelson.
It says my pick would be Tyler Smith if we're building around the future and Nelson for one game in his prime. But I think as of now, I'm going to pick Quentin Nelson just because he's had more NFL and I think he's better at the moment. But Tyler Smith hopefully gets there. Obviously, I'm biased just because he plays for the Cowboys.
That's fair. Yeah.
Oh, we're talking about centers now. Creed Humphrey or Frank Ragnow?
I'm gonna go Creed Humphrey. I think see I do know some O-linemen from their college days.
Yeah.
He was just someone I like watched in college for
Mm,
some reason. When it
yeah,
came to O-linemen going into the draft, I was excited for him, so I'm gonna stick with him. I'm gonna go with Creed Humphrey.
for sure. I might actually go Frank Ragnow. I like him a little
That's
bit more.
valid. That's fair. That's fair.
Moving right along. Ooh, fuck. This is actually a really hard one. Joe Tooney or Zach Martin? They're both future Hall of Famers. I'm picking Zach Martin.
Yeah,
I don't give a shit.
I think I'm picking Zach Martin. Maybe you can call it nostalgic bias or something from when I watched him. I don't know. I'll go Zach Martin.
I don't know. Do we want to keep going? Because I got a couple more, or we could just
I mean, we might end up exhausting my O-lineman name knowledge.
okay. Um, Jordan
Joe
Mailata.
Thomas out of everyone though. Joe
Oh
Thomas,
yeah,
top,
Joe
top.
Thomas. Yeah. Jordan Mailata or Christian Darrisaw.
I'm gonna go my Lotta.
Darrisaw, however you want to pronounce it. Yeah, I'm going Mailata too. And specifically because he played rugby and I played rugby too.
And Broken Sing.
Ambrose can't sing. We'll just do last one. Darnell Wright or Brian O'Neill.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know who Brian O'Neill
He's the
is.
right tackle
So
for the
I gotta,
Vikings.
yeah. Darnell right by default.
All right, Darnell Wright by default. Well, that was fun. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, no, see, lineman is tough, especially to most of the people. Even if you're not a casual, even if you're above a casual viewership, it's kind of hard sometimes to follow a lineman.
Yeah,
You know the big names, you know all the stars,
for
but
sure.
at least for me, I never played O lineman. I mean, again, I've never played quarterback though, but you and I can kind of talk about some things when it comes to a quarterback, minus like specific mechanics. But with linemen, I really don't know a lot, But again, I do know who's good. I think most of it does come from a little bit of a gut feeling though, because like stats, not really there. Obviously, if your right tackle lets up a ton of pressure on your quarterback, that can be a stat. Sacks is
Yep.
obviously a stat. But sometimes they just aren't great in run blocking, and that's something you got to really like try to focus in on film to see, which is hard. It's hard to do.
Yeah.
So,
O-line, I feel like is its own different animal. To be honest with you, I played O-line a little when I was younger. Maybe Pop Warner and stuff like that, and then I moved to more of like the middle linebackers and tight ends, but like I was like 8 when I played it, so it didn't really matter. I didn't play it in my like when people started taking it more seriously, so I can't speak to that. So to my point,
Yeah, I mean, so I'm excited for your list, but if I don't have the most analytical response,
I don't think I and
that's why. Just
yeah.
prefacing it.
All right, we're just gonna dive right the fuck in into this. So starting
Let's
at,
get it.
I don't have any subgroups like I normally do. This was hard enough, and again, I sound like a little bitch, but
Yeah.
it was not easy. So I'm just gonna say that. All right, so starting out at number 10. Number 10 is my Dallas Cowboy team. So I don't,
Okay.
I am,
Oh, are you doing O-line units?
yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. I thought you were doing O-lineman. Okay. All right.
Sorry,
I
I
like
should
it.
O-line units. Sorry guys, I guess I should have.
I like it. All
But
right.
yeah,
O-line units.
O-line units, the whole concrete, the whole shebang, left tackle, right, yeah, all that stuff.
All
So
right.
number 10 is Dallas Cowboys. We got our great walls of Tylers. We got Tyler Guyton on left tackle, Tyler Smith left guard, fucking who else do we have? Tyler Booker right guard. I love Cooper Beebe center, and then I actually really fucking hate Terrence Steele. But my thing of why Dallas is at number 10 is because it's a young group, and we've spent our past
Yep.
like 4 picks or 3 picks on offensive line, and history tends to repeat itself with the Dallas Cowboys specifically when they do that and they spend and they invest heavily on the O line. Obviously, in the 2010s, you had Zach Martin, Tyron Smith, and all those great, wonderful names. Back in the 90s, when we were young babies, like they had that great wall unit. So this is a young, upcoming core, and I really can't wait for it. And they're at my number 10. Maybe it might be a little biased, but that's my opinion. So, and Tyler
No,
Booker
I
really
like
surprised
it.
me. I was 50-50 on that pick last year. Sorry, I had to get that out.
No, I like it. I mean, you guys had a good offense last year, and also Javonte Williams kind of comeback season
Hmm.
wouldn't have been a thing if there wasn't a good O-line to run behind.
Facts, buddy.
So, I
Facts.
like it.
Yeah, again, that was basically it. I think they're getting better at running the ball too. Pass blocking, I think, is there too. The injuries do kind of scare me though. That's my only little red flag about this. And Tyler Guyton does also scare me because he's a little bit more injury prone. But when he's there, he's there. He's hitting.
Yeah.
So, all right, number 9 is the wonderful Green Bay Packers.
I know
Um,
this was hard for you, huh? Was that tough for you putting them above the Cowboys?
no, I mean it. No, now that you're saying it, now I'm like overthinking it. So thanks, buddy. Uh, no, it
Gotcha.
wasn't. But the Green Bay Packers, again, in my lifetime, they've always had a good offensive line. They find diamond in the
Okay.
roughs. Like they find these people in like the 6th or 7th round who are always amazing. And even when Aaron Rodgers was playing that a great offensive line, I don't really remember. I mean, I remember Brett Favre and that, but it's like they always have a good offensive line, and they always protect Jordan Love. And again, Josh Jacobs is Josh Jacobs. He's running all over the place too, besides his off-field issues. But I'm going to preference this. I'm putting them at 9 now, but I am curious to see how the season starts and ends, and where I
Okay.
put them at the end, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
They're top
okay.
10 now, but I don't know if they're going to be top 10 in the future.
Yeah, I get it. And then too, when you were putting this together, what were your main like factors and variables that went into it? Was it like experience? Maybe how long
So,
they played together, how many snaps they've had together, PFF grades. I know that can be
uh,
one of the better ways to look at O linemen.
yeah, PFF, um, a young core, as I mentioned with Dallas.
And then just kind of what you've seen,
In what
right?
I've
Like
seen
out of the last couple of
personally.
years.
So with the past two, I'm more so speaking like I have better notes as I keep going because again, there's not a
Gotcha,
lot.
okay.
So like, just bear with me here for a second. Um,
Gotcha.
but yes, physicality, aggression, the young core or the core itself, veteran presence. Again, like sacks too. I'm going to talk about how many sacks specific teams have like given up and stuff like that. So
Yeah, good.
we'll get
I
to
mean,
that.
even rushing. Yeah, even
Yeah,
the rushing too.
but yeah,
All right.
like a
I like
running
it.
back. So number 8 now. This is kind of, I almost flipped these, but it makes sense. So it's the Minnesota Vikings. They have Christian
Okay.
Darrisaw. They got Brian O'Neill. Dude, he didn't fucking know. That was hilarious, actually. They had Ryan
Eh.
Kelly. They got him from Indy. He was a good center for Indy. He's like a 4-time Pro Bowler. Um, and again, they run the ball, dude. Aaron Jones, the past couple seasons, they were run heavy. Like obviously, you got the weapons on the side and stuff like that. Um, but I'm really looking forward. I actually think in the future or when the season starts, we might be talking about the Vikings alignment being more of top five, possibly.
I mean,
Maybe.
yeah, because especially too when it comes they were part of the reason Darnold had such a good
That's
year,
what I'm saying.
and then obviously last year. But I'm not a big JJ McCarthy fan as it
Neither am
is.
I.
But Kyler Murray,
Gotta
I'm
agree
really
with you.
excited for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really excited for him
And
when he's
now,
because I think he's going into the perfect scenario for himself.
bingo.
Like selfishly speaking, if I was a selfish Kyler Murray, like he's going to the perfect scenario.
Well, now you have a better
So I
offensive
think
line
you're right.
too.
Yeah. Well, oh yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Ooh, la, la, la. All right. So number seven. All right. Now I have more concrete details because the
Uh,
past three were a little hard. Number seven, Lions. They have Penei Sewell, who is probably, in my mind, the best left tackle now because he was right tackle, but then Blake Miller, they're moving him to right, putting Penei
but
Sewell
isn't
out of the
that
way.
super impressive as it is though?
Yeah,
Like
it's
how the dude can
massive.
just move around.
Yes. Um, they hold on. They could have been better on my list, but they had some retirement. Again, Frank Ragnow not there anymore. Taylor Decker, they let him go. So it's kind of like a tide switch, I guess, or like the changing of the guard. Like you're still having these good players, but you're also getting younger players in there. But when I see the Lions' offensive line and Dan Campbell, it is physicality and aggression, dude. Like
Oh, dude.
holy fuck, it is a scary thing to watch sometimes when I'm like Sunday night football and the Lions are on and I watch that line and they are mean and they are nasty
And fast.
and
And
fast,
fast.
dude.
I mean, they gotta be with like the screens, the
That's what I'm
pulls,
saying.
all the trap plays that they run. So I like it. And that's the reason I love Panay Sewell too. Like the dude's fast. He can get outside, hit a block. Like imagine being a corner
Yeah.
and you see Panay running at
Ooh.
you.
Ooh.
You gotta go for his ankles. That's it. That's all you
Yeah,
gotta do.
I'm getting, or
That's all you can do.
me personally, I'm getting the fuck out of the way, dude.
I'm just getting run over.
Um,
But no, I like that. I like them. I agree with the turnover. It's a little
yeah,
bit of a question mark,
yeah,
but I think they'll still be good.
they're still gonna be decent. All right, number six, the Bills. Again, Deion Dawkins. I'm gonna
Okay.
talk specifically about certain O line. Like Deion Dawkins remains the
Yeah.
NFL premier left tackle. Strong interior led by Connor McGovern and Osiris Torrance. They consistently protect Josh Allen and they open up heavy run lanes for James Cook, dude. So it's like they are getting a little older. I know Dean Dawkins, again, the shell life of an offensive line, it's kind of fishy now, but he's steadily always been good. He is an anchor on the left side, so we'll just have to see. But again, for the past 5 years, they've always had a decent O line of names who are kind of like they're there, but they're not. Again, like Deion Dawkins,
Yeah,
a
okay.
good left tackle, but then you look at the other side and you're like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
So
No,
it's
I
always
like I
changing,
like
I
them there.
guess. I don't know, but it's really good at the same
But
time.
it seems
So
to be working. Like
yeah,
they have a lot of change, but they always kind of figure it out.
correct. Yeah. Um. Oh, here we go. All right, now we're getting into the nitty gritty of this stuff. I really like where I put this one. So number five is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tristan Wirfs, best pass blocking tackle. I think help me out here, Cody Mach. I don't know the left tackle
Mock.
out of North Dakota State has emerged as a young and upcoming guard. Excellent chemistry and steady year and year improvements, dude. Like they again, if you they're a nasty bunch. Again, when I see Tampa Bay's offensive line, they are nasty. And then you got Baker talking his shit right behind him. Like they just feed off one another, man, and it's fun to watch sometimes.
Yeah, I like that. And also too, just they opened up Bucky. Like even
Oh
his
yeah,
his kind
Bucky.
of career jump. They helped open him up. Because I am a big believer. Running backs can be as good as possible. Still, if you don't have an O line in the NFL, you're not good. Like the Steelers built Le'Veon Bell. We kind of saw. I know Todd Gurley had knee issues and stuff after, but even when he left the Rams,
Yeah.
kind of was different.
Mm-hmm.
Like the O line and the chemistry between the O lineman and the running back is very important, but the O line also has to be good.
I
You know,
agree. I agree,
it's
dude.
it's very rare in the NFL for a running back to be amazing behind a terrible O line.
Yeah. And another thing too, and I think like when you have a phenomenal, again, Cam and I have preached this for the past year or just half a year that we've been doing this. Like it starts up front in the trenches of the O line and D line, and I'll
Oh
give
yeah,
props to the Philadelphia Eagles for winning a Super Bowl 2 years ago. Look at their trenches on
their
defense and
O line,
offense; it was phenomenal. I think they had the best on each side, D line and O line. No wonder they won.
dude. It really does start in the trenches, and I'll be the first to apologize to any former or current O lineman watching that I don't know enough technicalities with the position. but I'll always respect it. I'll always respect the O-lines, and that's one of the things you got to look at first. We kind of saw it. Miami in the college football playoffs, they were destroying teams because their D-line was just overpowering
Oh
all the
yeah.
O-lines.
Oh yeah. It was just wrecking
So
them,
it,
man.
yeah, so if you have an O-line that can put up, and Indiana did, Indiana's O-line put up with Miami better than any other team. That's why they ended up winning.
That's right. That's right.
That's where it starts and where it ends.
And where it ends. I mean, get the big boys up front, man. I am always a believer in spending high draft capital on D line and O line. I don't care.
100, and money.
Yes,
Look at the Bengals.
yes,
Look what
yes.
happens when you don't spend money
Mm-hmm.
on your offensive line.
Correct. Correct. All right, so number four, the Indianapolis Colts. Again, Quentin Nelson remains an elite guard. They have young replacements that have stepped in. Wolf Fries, Tanner, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, Bortolini, and Matt Gunclave.
Bortolini.
Yeah, I'm over here butchering names. Respectfully, they have both played at a really high level. And those two people that I just mentioned had a breakout season, basically. And again, you got Quentin Nelson, the premier right guard, who's day in and day out just. Have you guys seen that video of him just saying, run the damn ball? Like, that's what O-linemen want to do. They just want
Yeah.
to run that damn ball down your throat. That's
Well,
what they love.
yeah, they were like up near the goal line or
Yep.
something, and they were trying a couple pass plays, and he was genuinely angry.
Oh, he was getting pissed,
He was
dude.
upset.
Yeah, it was
But no, that's
crazy.
awesome. I do that. Yeah.
All right, now we're getting into the top three.
All right. I'm
Just
ready.
had,
I think I can. I know at least one of the top
all
three.
right, why don't you guess it?
Where do the Ravens fall? Do you have them in
Not
here?
even in there.
See, I feel like the Ravens are up there, man.
So surprisingly, they are in other people's lists, but in my list, they're not.
Okay.
They're
Fair
not.
enough.
Number three, the Chicago Bears.
Interesting.
Massive improvements, as we well know this past year. They had the best O-lineman in Joe Tooney. He won the award. So good on him. He
Hmm.
actually won that award. I don't know what the award. Just I'll call it the best O-lineman. Drew Dalman was amazing last year. Unfortunate circumstances of his retirement. Jonah Jackson again great. Reduced sacks dramatically from last season. That was like terrible when Matt Ubersuper was there, and that O-lineman sucks. Darnell Wright has become into a great right tackle. Also, the run pass blocking is unmatched. They're a young team. The chemistry will only get better too. I do think this year they might have a slight fall off just because Garrett Bradbury. I think he's just your journeyman center. They did get like one of the best
Yeah.
centers from Iowa in the second round, which I liked. But other than that, left tackle does actually scare me. They had Ozzie Trapillo. He had a torn ACL though, and Braxton Jones is kind of like iffy. But I do trust Ben Johnson in his system. It's clearly worked no matter who you put in there, aka his Detroit days, and then now. So we'll see, but that's where I'm putting it. That's what I'm doing.
All right. I don't know if they're top three for me,
For sure.
but even last year I was a defender of the Chicago Bears online because obviously there's a ton of sacks, but a lot of those were on Caleb Williams. And unfortunately, there's not a stat tracker out there to see what sacks are the quarterback's fault.
Correct, and that's
But if
very
you watch
unfortunate.
any of the Bears, yeah, if you watch any of the Bears 2 years ago, you know Caleb Williams was the reason for a lot of sacks.
Sometimes he does a little too much. It's exciting, as it's Air Jordan shit again. Like it's cool, but then other times I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like sometimes it's like I forgot there's a term for it where you're like screaming no no no, and then you change like yes 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 because you're like why is he scrambling and being Caleb Williams, and then he pulls a great play out of his ass, and you're like yes yes oh my god that was amazing. So
Yeah, yeah, no, this year he definitely made up for it this past year with the amazing plays out of the scrambling.
yeah
But then even next year, if those turn back into him getting sacked because he held the ball for too long and was trying to make something happen,
yeah it's gonna
we're
piss me
gonna kind
off.
of go back to that negative view of it. But
Yep.
yeah, so I've been a Bears O-line defender since you guys got Caleb. So
All right. Number two. The Philadelphia Eagles, again, Jordan Mailata and Lane
hmm
Johnson, arguably the best duo at left tackle and right tackle. You got a really good duo too with Cam Jurgens and Landon Dickerson anchoring the interior. It has been one of the strongest like O lineman units the past like 6 or 5 years, consistently dominating. Again, that's why they won a Super Bowl with Saquon. You get Saquon in the back behind that or in front they're blocking for Saquon. It's fucking amazing. But the only thing that does scare me, and again, it's kind of sounds cliche, injuries. The O line does get a
yeah,
little scary with injuries. Lane Johnson has been injury prone before. Same with Landon Dickerson, but they're still amazing. They only gave up 36 sacks this past season, one of the NFL's best. So
And then too, when anytime you talk about the Eagles with whatever issues they're having, it's never the O-line.
nope, never
At
the O
least for
line.
the past, like you said, like 5 years. The issue is not the O-line.
It's not the O
It's
line.
something else going on.
So
They are the anchor. They're good.
yeah, we'll see if they can continue their dominance in the upcoming season. But the
I
number
like that.
one is the Denver Broncos. This
Mm.
this O lineman was the unanimous top slot Jesus in everybody's fucking ranking. It was actually crazy, like how many people put him up here. I don't know how much of this is true, but I was on two different websites and they both said it was true. Allegedly, they only gave up 13 sacks. I hope I'm right. I hope I'm not just talking out of my ass, but I think that's true.
That
What? Go
that
ahead.
sounds insane though.
For 17,
That sounds
no, they
insane. Yeah.
how many? Because they went all the way to the NFC Championship.
Yeah,
And they,
17. All right. Oh yeah. So what, 20 games?
yeah, and they only gave up 13. Again, we'll preference that. Hopefully, I'm correct. But Garrett Bowles, again, still a great left tackle. Quinn, I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Meniers, or I'm not going to butcher that. I don't want to hurt myself. But they just have a really good unit, and again, we're going to see if it can hold up and continue to dominate in the upcoming season. But that number right there of how many sacks was like, oh damn, and then everybody else is like
Dude,
bragging
yeah.
about him. I'm like, I have to follow along, dude.
I feel like okay, based off what I saw, again, if I didn't even look at numbers, I like the Broncos as the number one O line
Hmm.
because of what we saw from Bo Nix. He did not have to do anything crazy.
No,
He
dude.
always looked comfortable. He would stand in the pocket comfortably. A lot of checkdowns, not a lot of high passing yard games
Hmm.
because he didn't have to.
Correct.
His O line was taking care of business. Run game was there. Defense is
Taking
obviously
care
really
of
good.
business.
Broncos. Dude, if Bo Nix can come back from his ankle injury without too many issues, Broncos are one of the favorites I think next year.
They're one of my favorites, unfortunately. Ed Curry, little fucker.
Oh damn! Don't worry about him. Don't worry about him. He's fine.
Maybe I'll say no, never mind. But that was my list though. That was
That's
kind
a
of
good list. It's hard.
that one
It's
was
tough.
really
I
hard.
mean, yeah, because I'm putting. So this is a good topic to talk about because next episode is episode 50. Not gonna lie, don't know if I want to make episode 50 about ranking positions. Trying to think of
No,
something fun to do,
we might need to
something
talk
a little
off
more
pod
exciting,
and talk
a
about
little
it
more
because
special.
I don't want it
But
to be rankings either.
no, when the college episode does drop, it's gonna be a very rapid fire O-line unit, D-line unit.
That's fair.
Top five tight ends mixed in
That's
there.
fair.
We're going to do all that so then we can get through linebackers and DBs because I want to get on to some top 25s.
Dude,
I
I
want to get on to
might,
some game previews.
yeah, I might not to interrupt you just real quick. I might just do top 10 defenses. I don't think I'm gonna narrow
Oh, maybe,
down like
yeah.
positions. I might just intertwine them all
Units.
together and
Yeah,
just get that done
yeah,
easy peasy. Because to your point too, the season's coming up quick. We're in the middle of July. There's other things that I actually
yeah.
want to talk about. Not that this needs to like not be important because this is important. This is our lists and stuff like that. But I want to do it correctly. But I also don't want to take away
Well,
from
yeah, I
other
mean,
things that are also cool.
no, and that works too because, like, for college, there could be an amazing corner
Hmm.
on a bad defense. I still want to call them out, but at the same time, I think it is cool to hit on the top 10 defenses.
For sure.
Even if it's going to be your typical now, like Texas Tech, Miami, Oregon, Ohio State, but
Yep.
still where we put them and where we rank them
Yep.
because that matters. Okay.
Correct.
Yeah,
I
I
agree.
like that. We'll do something
Uh,
like that.
we could be here in the upcoming couple of weeks starting our regular 2 episode per week, people. You never know.
Yeah, one college, one
One
NFL. We're getting into
NFL.
betting
And
season.
then the
We are getting into
bettings.
betting season.
Yeah, no, all this is coming up quickly.
Yeah.
I'm excited though, dude. It's pumping
Dude,
me
I'm
up.
super excited.
We're in the
NCAA dropped. We've been playing a shit ton of that.
Yeah, I already have like 30 hours in that game. It just dropped recently.
Kale and I might start a dynasty ourselves. Might do Army Navy. Do something
Yeah.
different.
Yeah,
Hate
that's
our lives
Hate
running
Our
the triple
Lives.
option.
That actually sounds fucking terrible, but I'm here for it. So here we
But if
are.
anyone else is playing, yeah, I'm curious to see what dynasties y'all are running
Yeah, put them in the
because it's
comments.
across the board. Because on my personal one, it's gonna be Colorado State. I haven't done them yet. Alma mater. Gotta try to rebuild them, get them some glory.
Yeah,
But Kale's at Mississippi State right now.
I am. It's really fun. I have no ties to Mississippi State other than Dak Prescott, but I'm not related to him, nor do I really give a shit that much.
I mean, that's a tie.
I'd be
That's
sure.
that's still a tie.
I mean,
You like a player, you watched him there.
yeah, it's been fun. I've enjoyed it. I've kicked the shit out of Ole Miss like 5 times already, so heavily enjoyed that.
All
Bringing
right.
it. Yeah, you like that? You fucking like that,
No,
motherfucker?
no.
You fucking
I
get
got my Ole Miss
some,
helmet right
get
there. Oh,
some.
I got a Mississippi State helmet too somewhere.
Oh, the egg
I got both
bowl,
teams
huh?
represented. I got the Egg Bowl teams
We
represented.
also have to buy
But
each
yeah, I
other our
mean,
helmets. Sorry, we're kind of
yeah,
segueing
we
off
do.
the pod. Or anyway,
All right.
anyway.
All right, we'll definitely this is probably the episode to cover this week and last week, but we're gonna be back as regular as possible with both of us unfortunately being adults and busy, which sucks.
Yeah,
But
but well, please again, like, subscribe, share it, turn on the post notifications down below on YouTube, Spotify, Instagram, Apple Music. Again, we post shorts on YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, TikTok. We try to do it pretty frequently, so please go like that, share that, and comment down below. We want to hear from you guys all the time. Again, not to this is awesome. We're already on episode 50. It's coming up. I'm having so
dude,
much fun doing this. It feels like not even it doesn't even feel like that long, honestly. And we're already on episode 50, and we haven't even been doing this for a year. Like, I'm super proud of us, so, and I'm excited for the
yeah,
future.
fuck, our episode 50 might be hitting on a year anniversary too. We gotta
Uh,
time that up.
it might be, oh no,
It'll be a little early. It'll be a
yeah,
little early.
yeah, because when we first started talking about it, it was around this time, but the first episode published that we did
Yeah.
was in September of last year.
Yeah. I mean, so yeah, not even, but still not even a full year of
Correct.
doing this.
Yeah,
And
it's
it's just
crazy.
going to keep getting better, especially from where we were last year. No videos.
And now we
Instagram
have
will be a
videos.
lot more, yeah, Instagram will be a lot more popping off this upcoming year, especially for, college, just because there's so many more games. So we're going to try to cover everything. Because I like letting people know how the Mac's doing.
Turn up the
How's UMass
Maction,
going to
baby.
do?
Yeah.
Yeah, how's UMass going to do? And then
How,
for the NFL, we'll even cover the Browns versus Cardinals. We'll talk about it.
yeah,
If there's two teams
we're
like
gonna
that playing,
talk about it.
we'll say some things.
Yeah, we'll say some not good things, I guess, but you know, I'm gonna keep track of the NFL. Cam and I both have our spreadsheets, so we're gonna be a lot more analytic this year. We were last year, but now it's getting up there, guys. We're gonna figure it
Yeah,
out.
we tracked every single college game last year, but now we're gonna throw in the NFL too, and we'll keep updating weekly on our records, how we're looking.
It's a
So
fun.
that way, if we got a pick and you're inclined to bet,
That's right.
you may do so as you choose without us giving you financial advice.
That's right. Well, that is all. I don't have anything. Cam, do
That's
you
all I
have
got.
anything? All right.
No,
Well,
I'm good.
these are your two favorite degenerates in the podcast from Saturdays to Sunday. We appreciate y'all. Look forward to the next episode. We'll see y'all next week. We love y'all. Bye.